What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live event. I'm joined, of course, by Rye from Everyday City. Carrie, how you doing, man?
How's it going, bro? Do you know you are one of the two people that I allow to call me Rye?
Oh, shit.
My name is Ray, bro.
You know what? Dude, hold on. I sat here for 15 minutes and I was like, it's definitely Rye. I know that
No.
because he corrects me because I always say Ray and I know that it's Rye and I messed it up. I've messed it up our entire friendship, right?
No, man, come on, dude. It's funny because people hit me up today when I posted the story about me going on your live.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh my god, bro, that's a huge deal." And in my head, I'm like, "You guys know he's my boy, right?" Like, you know?
That was like the first
Yeah,
time that we've ever hung out and talked.
dude,
Oh
you've done my
man.
podcast like I want to say 3 times at
Two
least.
or three times, and you've been
Yeah.
here with me. This has got to be your third time with me, right?
No, this is my first time with you.
Nuh-uh. It
Yeah, it's
is?
my first time on your show. Yeah, because
Wow.
I wasn't full time before, so my
Yeah.
schedule was kind of tight. But now I could do it.
How is that? First of all, I have to apologize because I mean I owe you coming on here. I thought that we had done this before, but I just remember all the times we've hung out. I couldn't remember whose channel we did on. If you're not subscribed to Everyday City Carry, I have his link in the description. Please do that. I'm going to say it multiple times. I know that many of you are if you watch my channel because I brought it up before, but please do. The content is substantially higher quality. It's way higher quality. But dang it, I had something I wanted to say and I got caught up with the plugs. What did you say right before this? Help me out here.
I said that I've never done your show before. It was always on my show,
That's
and
right.
um, and I was gonna go into how often do you talk to a person for an hour in your daily life? Like aside my
Dude,
wife,
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't do that. So you and
Exactly.
I have talked for at least 3 hours already.
At least
So,
three
you know what I'm
hours. Yeah,
saying? Like I talk to you more than people I see every day.
that's absolutely true. I know what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you
All right.
how you are enjoying being full time on social media.
It definitely has its ups and downs, but I cannot go back to working a regular job ever again. I can't do it, man. You
Can
know?
you? It changes you. You've crossed
Yeah.
an event horizon, and now and
Hmm.
like whether you're on a high or a low, because it absolutely does. I mean, every
Yep.
day is a little bit crazy. You could be feeling down one day, and you could just be on top of the world the next, feeling good. But it does change you because you have control, not complete control, but you get to decide what you do that day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or whenever your workload is. But once you feel that, it's like, man, I don't want to do anything else than this. I want to just fill my workday with the stuff I want to do. So
And I
yeah.
work a lot, bro. Like my wife is always, telling me you work all the time. Somebody in the chat here says, Jason Cable, that shirt fire. Yo, thank you, man. I just bought this from Comic Con. It's
Oh,
basically Fight Club, but it's Dragon Ball. It says Comic Club on
that's
it, you know?
Hiroshi, is it?
You know your boy
It's,
gotta come through with the fit now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on MC's show. You know your boy gotta come
that's
through with the
great.
EDC fit. You know what I mean?
That's great, man. Oh my god. I wish I look how crappy my stupid setup looks. I'm wearing a hoodie and shorts. I'm not nearly as prepared. I don't know how to do this, man. I'm just flying
What
by
are
the
you
seat of my
talking
pants.
about? Look, I always say this, and I always use you as an example of a person that has used what they have and has built this career for themselves. Because this is the most low tech way of doing a live I've ever done.
Yeah,
But there's so
definitely.
many people in here, your view counts are insane. So, I always say this, there may be creators that have more subs than you, but when it comes to raw viewership power, I think you're number one in the knife YouTube.
I appreciate that. My I didn't know that my ego could grow any larger, but apparently it can. So I appreciate that. But it's just like everybody has I'm realizing now maybe this is my look. like concrete with like some swords and stuff in the background, like with no, there's just not anything like. It doesn't look like a YouTuber setup. It literally looks like I'm sitting in a storage room, which is essentially what I'm doing, you know? So, yeah, I just like, I don't know. I wish you could see the rest of it because it's even more hilarious on the other side. It's
This
just like,
like isn't that I mean, it looks way better than my old setup, but this is just like a basement, bro.
it looks
You know what
cool
I
though.
mean?
Like, it looks like a cool place to hang out, you know? I want to know what's going on back there.
I'm like, partial like knife nerd, anime nerd, comic book nerd type of dude. I'm getting into sneakers, so like my philosophy with collecting gear is kind of that, like I buy a lot of color coordinated stuff. Um, my girl, I just got this today, bro. My girl got a mini J cape from Something Obscene Company at Blade Show
Okay.
Atlanta. Dropped 300 on it. It was supposed to be 600, so we got a great deal.
That
And
is a
then
good deal.
it's the blue paisley one. And
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
so
looking
she
at the
has the
laptop for
purple
the delayed
paisley
view.
and I have the blue paisley right now. So we got the
Oh,
pair. And now I'm just like, as soon as I unboxed it, I was straight up just looking for like blue and purple Nikes or like blue and purple Pumas and like looking for
oh
a
my
blue G
gosh.
Shock. That's just how I do my thing. It's kind of like I understand the essence of the hobby, which is
Yeah.
like I use my stuff too. Of course, like I'm gonna use it for what I need to use it for, but I'm in New York City, so like I'm not out there feathering sticks, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Dude, that
but
is a super, super cool, like the entire theme of that knife really goes together. I mean, the JK profile, sometimes you get really busy
yeah.
with a certain design and it doesn't work, but with that one, it actually works super well. And I love that it matches your channel colors and things like that. But
Oh, it
the really
definitely does.
the J cape has a pretty striking, aggressive look to it. So to dress it up like that with the scales actually looks really awesome. That's cool. I like that a
Bro,
lot.
you know what's crazy? Because I knew I was gonna be on your show. Like I have all the heavy hitters on deck right now. Like I was like, I cannot
Show
show
me.
up without something crazy. And I know you've seen this knife before,
Yeah.
and it's pretty insane. I think that I have a really small channel, but people just send me crazy stuff all the
No,
time, dude.
you say
Like
that, but
crazy.
you've grown. You're at set almost 18,000, aren't you?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I got the T1000,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Yo, it's not mine. Somebody sent it to me, but the fact that somebody would send it to me,
Right.
it boggles my mind, dude.
Dude, isn't it
And
way crazier in person than when you see pictures?
I, what the craziest thing about it for me is like how good the ergos are.
Right. Yeah.
You would think that it's like hotspot city. There's all these little things. If you look at it on pictures or in video, you're like, oh, that's probably gonna like poke at you if you hold it. No, dude,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
fits pretty well, man.
Yeah, it's really
That's one of
big.
the
And
craziest things.
that's the crazy thing about like big overbuilt knives. Like a lot of people look at that and they scoff at it and they're like, "Oh, that's going to be so." And yeah, like there certainly is like an excess of novelty and stuff like that, but it is functional. And what people don't realize is when you get that much material, you hold on to it and you're like, this is actually filling my hand out and it feels good. You feel the power resonating through your forearms, right?
That is definitely a metal complex thing to say right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
Okay.
feel the power, and then you have to dodge roll before you get hit by the boss. You know?
Did you play? Have you played Elden Ring?
I played Elden Ring. I was not super good at it, and I like leveled myself up and tried to do it the old school RPG way. And I
Yeah,
think I never beat it, but I definitely have
right.
respect for it. I
It's
have
a
I have a
weird.
hard time with this right now. Is like I love video games. My wife plays video games, but with this career, it's like, dude, I have no time. So
Yeah,
unless like I sacrifice sleep, like I won't be able to play. So I only get like maybe to play like I don't know a few times a month, maybe like 2 or 3 times a month, dude. Like if I'm lucky.
it's crazy how because people, every now and then you get that comment from somebody just trying to push buttons. They're like, "Get a real job, man." And it's like you have no idea. Like I've
Oof.
worked harder at this than anything that I've ever done, and I put a decade into manual labor. I
Mhm.
worked at a call center. I sold cars. I sold digital advertising, and all of those in their own way were hard jobs, right? In different, mental, physical aspects. But I have never worked harder at anything in my life than this YouTube channel. And you really do.
Me
You
too.
can find something to do for not just 8 hours, but 10 hours, 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
because it's not just making the video. There's so much more that goes into it. And now, as well as anybody, you can't just make one video a week. You got to
Nah.
make you have to be constantly
Yeah.
pumping out content.
I
That's the
think
only way.
minimal is like, here's the thing, right? I think that if you have like a really power leveled skill, like for example, right? Like you're just insane at cinematography. I think you can get away with posting like once a week or something. But like, because you're gonna make your money through like freelance work. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like Tactile
yeah,
Knife is gonna hit you up and say, I will pay you X amount of money to make a
right.
video on the new Maverick or something, right? But if it's like guys like us, like I'm not a big cinematographer. Like I know how to
Me
script a
neither.
story and be funny, but I don't have like good photography or cinematography skills. I'm just a little bit silly and eccentric. That's what I try to go with the most. We gotta post a lot, bro. Like we
We
gotta
do.
post a lot,
We do.
dude.
But I think it works like your style. It works really well because like you have something to say. It's constant. Like a lot of the shots are like one long shot, and you're
Mm-hmm.
talking, but it's and this is not coming down on anybody who doesn't do this, but if you don't have a lot to say in the because I've watched a lot of just random knife content on YouTube over the last 10, 12 years. And I've definitely come across content where I'm like, this is a really interesting, thing, and I am getting the facts from this video, but there's a lot of, I really like it. And then there's like a 4 or 5 second pause, and I'm like,
Yeah,
tell me why you like it. I
yeah,
believe you, but I want to know, man. I want to feel it, I want to
yep.
feel it
You
with
gotta
you.
have
So,
enthusiasm, you know. You gotta be like Beast Blades, bro. Like the
oh yeah,
Jack Black of EDC, dude. That dude is
yeah.
like the most energetic and enthusiastic about like it could be a knife that's like
He's
$20
beating
on
me.
Amazon.
I
He was
thought
like,
I was the most.
"Ow,
He's got
this is the
me.
best!" Like, and
God,
he's really
man.
that guy. I met him in person, and he's
Wow.
really that dude. You know what's mad
Dang.
funny? I was at the Kaiser dinner with Beast Blades and Wayne Sharp World. They're kind of like neck and neck in the Kaiser affiliate sale kind of like world. You know, I know they both
Okay.
pump Kaiser out a lot, and I was
Yeah.
doing like man on the street type stuff, and I try to get them to go against each other. They're both my friends, and I was like, "Yo, what do you say?" Like, Wayne Sharp World says like he makes a lot more sales than you. It's on video. I did
You
that. It
pitted
was
them
really funny.
against each other.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's funny. I enjoy Bees Blades, and he came out of nowhere too, you
yeah,
know. And
oh
hey,
yeah.
I gotta say this. It's before I forget, because I had this logged away. It was really cool to see you doing your thing and grinding away and doing your thing. And you and I had talked a while back, and I said, keep doing exactly what you're doing. And you already knew how to do it. You didn't need my advice. But I just said, just keep doing what you're doing. And it was so cool to see your channel just boop, 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 just it was just all of a sudden just pop, pop, pop. And it
It's just slow and
went,
steady, bro.
but it was so cool, because it does. It just it goes like this, and then it goes and
Yeah,
that feeling that you get where you finally get to see, and it's not even about ad revenue. It's not even about money. It's just watching your work pay off, and you actually get, and people start to come and say, hey, I want to see more of this guy. I want to see what he does. I want to see what he says, and it's that reaffirmation is so important, because otherwise it just feels like you're working, even if you are passionate about the things that you love, you want to know that other people feel the same way as you. So
true.
I love going and seeing, like, I just checked it before, and I was like, dang, I was almost at 18,000. That's
Yeah.
cool. You know,
Yeah,
that's
man,
awesome.
I talk about that moment a lot when you called me and you told me, like, bro, I know you're gonna make it. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna figure stuff out. I talked about that, I don't know, I more than 20 times, like on my lives. How
That's
that moment,
good.
like, it was really reassuring to me because, it's scary, man, to like, I didn't leave the workforce with any money.
Yeah.
Like my wife got a good job in a hospital. She got a new career and she was like, this is what we're gonna try this year. you're just gonna try to do YouTube, you know? And I remember like for 12 weeks, like nothing, bro. Nothing was happening, right? I wasn't making money. We were running out of money. And
Yeah.
you
Scary.
know,
It's not funny. Sorry,
my
I'm
wife
laughing, but
was
it's not
like,
funny.
hey, you know, maybe like you know, might want to like take a part-time job or whatever. And I was like, I will sell my PS5 and everything in this house before I go back. And you know what's
Yeah,
crazy? Like that fall, I think it was that week. Like I landed two big gigs, and one of those
that's
clients
awesome.
is still with me today. And yeah, you know, like clients just come and go, and sometimes you make more money, sometimes you don't. But like, I absolutely just love making videos about gear. I would say that's probably what I'm most passionate about. A lot of people give me flack that I don't know the alloy in this new steel, or like I don't know who made it, or I don't know this
Right.
function of this, you know, gear or whatever. And
Me too. People do that to me all the time. Yeah. I mean, it's
but
you
but
against
to
your
me, it's
entire
like
audience, you know?
part of the hobby for me is like making content about it. Like I love making content about it, and
That's
seeing
the
like
fun part. Yeah.
exactly, you know,
Yeah.
or like maybe like, oh hey, let me insert this meme here and like give the viewer a laugh at like 5 seconds in, or
Right.
let me insert this like part of this movie and like, you know, try to like put it into the video, or let me do this funny thing, or like, you know, these things like that, you know. And I think also there is no NYC content creator for EDC. It's just me.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just you. Yeah.
So like the live shows, you know, that are getting bigger, like it's always slow and steady for me. I never had a huge boom. But what I'm noticing in the lives is like a lot more New York City people are coming in. And they're like, "Oh my god, like we got one." You know what I mean?
That's
And
that one, boys.
yeah, we
They
got
got the
one, you
street.
know? I remember I went to New York Custom Knife Show and I was so anxious, right? I got like a lot of social anxiety. It doesn't seem like it, but I do. So when I was going in there as my first knife show, and I was kind of like anxious or whatever, and then this guy with like thick New York accent, dude. He was like, "Are you Everyday City Carry? I love your videos, bro." And I felt so good, dude. I like hung out with him, you know, took down his Instagram,
That's
and
great, man.
yeah, it's just there's not a lot of New York City guys doing it. I don't think there's
Right.
even one New York City guy making content.
Well,
It's
it's
just
hard.
me. So
It's hard for
yeah,
you guys. One
yeah. So
day
people,
there will
what's
come a
that?
day where you and I will get to do that. You and I will get to do that. But I've been shut in this basement for so I'm going to tell you guys. I'll tell you guys right now because you know we were talking about it in the group chat today. Um, my wife and I are now expecting number three, and that is
Congratulations.
part of the thank you. I told I told right here I keep am I why am I so dumb? Why am I so dumb? Punch me. This
Bro,
listen.
it's
The
fine.
first
Don't
time we
worry
meet,
about it.
just punch me in the face, like as hard as you
Oh
possibly. I'm
man,
so dumb.
that's so
Ray,
funny.
God, I'm so bad. I'm so terrible. My memory is just awful. I care so much about Ray, and I get his name wrong because I'm an idiot. But listen, so I told everybody that I was going to make Blade Show this year, but this was obviously the last 3 to 4 months were we were like, oh man, is this really going to happen? Because we really wanted a number three, and we've been
Mhm.
trying. And so this was a big deal for us. And so the reason that I didn't go this year is because it happened, and I wanted to be here and not be away. But one day it will happen. Obviously, I can't run a channel like this and not go, but there will be a day where you and I finally get to do that. And you do owe
Yeah.
me a few. You owe me a punch in the face for every time I
No
mispronounce
way,
the
bro.
name. Because I'm
Yeah.
turning into that old guy who keeps saying it wrong, even though he's been corrected multiple times. Like
How old are
it's
you
so
again?
bad. Huh?
How old are you again?
I'm 36, and I know you're
Dude,
you're older than me. Did you guys know that? Did you know that
I'm
he's older than me?
42 years old.
He's
Like 42.
42.
I'm gonna be
Guys,
43 in January. Like,
yeah. Who in here knew that? Let me be honest right now. Who in here would have guessed that? That is great. Your genetics are
dude, you know
unreal,
what's one
man.
of the weirdest things? I had to go to my niece's birthday party and she's like in her 20s. And let me tell you something right now. I may look like one of them, but I am not one of them, dude. I felt so out of place. Like, you know, I was like telling like, don't do drugs, all right? Like I was leaving. And they were just laughing, dude.
Everybody in
Yo,
here is guessing you're in it. Yeah, it's the same. Everybody is like, dude, he's in his early to mid 20s. Everybody's guessing the same thing. That's so funny.
just stay young
Hey,
in the heart, you know? I think that's
yeah.
part of it. Is like my
Dang,
mentality is super young. Like I still act like how I did when I was way younger.
I got to 24 and didn't change my personality. I'm
Yeah,
sure that
I'm
you did the same.
right there
Yeah.
with you.
I mean, why? For who? Like, no,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
destined to be YouTubers. So why do we have to like develop a professional, I don't know, develop a professional radio voice. No, thank you. We should talk knives.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I got some cool stuff.
me
Somebody
too.
sent me
Hey, do
what's
you
that?
have the hot dog knife? Do
So here's the deal. They did not Blade HQ, I think, doesn't like work with me. I'm not saying this for sure. This is like speculation. I think because I'm in New York. They don't ship to New
Ah,
York City at all. Like New York State, New York City, they don't ship to us at all. So I don't
well,
know if that's it, or maybe I just need to get like 500,000 subs. Like I don't know, but
let's just say that you would want to check it out. I mean, I can't
yeah,
legally send it to you, but let's just say you wanted to check it out and it just happened to show up at your doorstep, like
that would get a lot of views for
yeah,
real.
maybe
Like
so.
yeah,
Maybe so. I guess we'll never
yeah.
know, but yeah, maybe we'll find out.
I like it
That's
though.
funny.
I
Yeah.
definitely check out a lot of Kalashnikovs because I work with Blade Ops and they do a lot of automatic knives. So a lot of Boker Kalashnikovs and the Glizikov, you know,
The glizzy cop,
coined a name coined by our friend Levon from Knife Nuts.
yeah.
The
Hey,
Glizikov.
this is an interesting thing. I'm going to ask you and chat.
Yeah.
This is very obviously supposed to be funny, right? So let's take our understanding of novelty, fun, collector's items, right? Because that's what this is. It's a weenie knife, right? It's funny. And then let's run it against our knife collector instincts to want to get the best execution and materials, the best bang for your buck. Chat, and I want to know your answer too.
Yeah.
Does the blade steel on this knife matter? Yes or no?
Is so I don't know if you watched that video with Zach in the Wild and Knife Steel Nerds was on it. And
Yeah,
he was like the blade geometry matters way more than the steel. And I know the steel boys were like, what? But like, how are
yeah,
you gonna argue with knife steel nerds? The guy's testing steels day in and day out. And that's what he said.
yeah.
So
No,
I
you're
think to
exactly
me,
right.
depends on what you're doing, you know, for
Right.
my uses, honestly, like I cut
But
boxes
if
and I
you were
cut
gonna
tape.
use a if you're gonna use a weenie knife, if you're gonna buy this wiener knife, are you gonna be like, nah, you know what? Because I got it wasn't an argument. I got in a conversation with somebody about this,
Yeah.
and they were like, for that much money, I don't know, it's D2. And I was like, it's a hot dog. Like, do you care?
Yeah. I
And
mean that's a novelty. That's a
yeah,
novelty
like
right there.
they could have made
You
it
know?
out of 440C, and I
Yeah.
laughed so hard because they made it 69.95. I'm
Oh
like,
snap, that's so
man,
funny.
yeah, like man, I don't even care. I just want the glizzy, like I want the hot dog. But I just wanted to know. Most of my chat was saying no too, but I was so
Yeah.
shocked that this one. And again, and to the person I was talking with, I mean, like we all have our own reasons. I'm not coming down on you. I just was like, oh, people care about the blade steel on the weenie knife. Like I thought
I
they knew
wouldn't.
what they were buying. Like, are you gonna go out and
Yeah.
like use this for tactical? Is this like how you're gonna infiltrate the submarine or whatever? Like what are you gonna do with it? Okay, I
I,
gotta ask you more knife stuff because I've
sure.
been being weird. So you just showed me your most recent like super cool acquisition.
Yeah.
I want to know what your next distant but inevitable acquisition is. What's the next thing you're gonna
Probably
get?
probably a Rosie because
Oh,
my daughter, I'm having a baby girl in February. Her
oh,
middle name is Rose. And one
congrats.
day I would want to give Rosie, which is a nickname we're gonna give her, like a Rosie, and it's kind of like heirloomish quality. It's what I mean. I got to try it
Yeah,
at
yeah.
NYTKS. Somebody showed it to me, and I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever felt, dude.
It's
Don't tell my
essentially
wife
perfect.
that, but
Yep.
you know what I mean? This is one of the best things I ever felt in my whole life. And I can understand why it's so sought after. It's always selling out. It's
Yep.
800, $750. it'd be cool to give that to her, you know, when I think it's appropriate, you know, when she's like 3 years old. I'm sorry. Now, when she's like, you know, 18, 21, whatever, I'll be like, hey, you know, this is a knife I bought around the time you were born, and you know, it means a lot to me because I bought it because you know your name is Rose, and this is
I love
called the
that.
Roosevelt, nicknamed the Rosie. You know, we shed a tear and stuff. She goes to college or whatever. She can't bring it, or else she get
You've got
arrested.
this
But
all planned out.
you know,
You're like, actually, I have
yeah,
a short. It's like a graphic novel. I've also created to go with it. It's the story of how you're supposed to react.
I have like merch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think that's great.
Like,
And you know what's funny? You and the last three guests have all brought that knife up. Everybody
it's
loves that knife, and it really is that great. I reviewed
yeah,
an older version of it, and I was like, eh. And then I reviewed a newer version of it, and it blew my mind. I was
yeah,
like, it's literally one of the most perfect EDC profiles that exists.
yeah,
And I have this
yeah.
theory that like everything kind of all boils down to one shape and
Hmm.
like one very agreeable shape. And like obviously not everybody, it's not perfect, but if you were to take like the average of all things and the most agreeable knife shape that exists and the most versatile, not perfect at any one thing, but the most versatile shape, it might actually boil down to the Rosie. And it would be
Yeah.
like, it would just be a room full of like mostly like knife people going, yes, yes, that's
Hmm.
it. You know, it really is like, it's just the quintessential, like perfect EDC titanium frame lock, you know, and it
It feels
works
so light too. When I held it, I was like, "What
unbelievably
the
light.
hell is this?" Like,
Yeah.
it's like wasn't even there. You know?
Yep. Yep. And it's got a wide blade. The frame
Hmm.
isn't super wide, but the blade is wide so that stock and they can run at that angle and taper down to an insanely slicey little leaf blade, you know. There's something appealing about the look of it too. It looks different enough that you can identify it, but it's not so crazy that it looks like some wackadoo design you'd find at, you know, a flea market or something like that. But yeah, it's really
Definitely
cool.
not. Yep.
Definitely. So
Somebody
what are
sent
you
me like
Oh, go
ten
ahead. Go
thousand
ahead.
dollars worth of like knives, dude. Like all customs. Like I'm talking like the brown knives, mini FSDI, the new one, stuff like that.
I
And
don't even have that. You're ahead
bro,
of me.
this dude, he's from New York. See, this is what I'm talking about. The New York guys are like, wait a minute, we got one, and he just sent me a box of stuff, bro. Look at this. It's just insane.
Wow. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna check. Sorry, I'm looking over here because this is delayed, and I want to
It's
see the.
crazy.
Oh, the pattern on it is
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's called milling pattern number 5. It's like sanded flats, bead
Wow.
blasted and washed. It's crazy. And this thing is like you could like look up the exact model. This is the number 41 and like how much it was on the website. I've never had a knife like this. And the guy literally sent me a box of knives like this.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. Oh shit. I have an oops button. My bad, I pressed it. But yeah, I was going crazy, man. You know, I got the Richard Rogers right here. This is the
Yeah.
slut, I think. That's
Heck yeah.
crazy.
Hey, so listen,
Yo,
if this is your first venture into like now you have a good feel for this territory. So a lot
yes.
of people who don't know, they speculate. Now nobody's going to believe us, of course, because we're content creators and we're bought and paid for, right? But
Yeah,
yeah. So, but people speculate and they say, you know, there's no way I can feel. But you going from the tier of knives that you were handling up into this $6, $7, $8, $900 territory, is there a difference?
Yes. Difference in materials, like just the amount of work that goes into it. Like that mini FSDI, you look at it,
Crazy,
it doesn't
crazy.
translate in video, but you're holding it in your hand like, okay, I can see why this
That's the
is
moment.
super
You hold it,
expensive.
you manipulate it, and it's like, you know, when you shut the door, you know, if you ever shut the door on a Bentley and you go, oh,
Yeah.
God, it's just that it just feels so you can tell that somebody put more time into it, you know, and not everybody values those elements, right? You can't say
Yep.
that that's universal, like that you have to accept that this is a measure of value and you have to pay it. No, you don't have to. But is it there? Is it a physical difference? It absolutely is, you know,
You
and
could
that's why people get
definitely feel it.
yeah, and you're gonna now see you're ruined too because now you've experienced it, you know.
I'm trying to find this one knife in here. he hit me up and talked about it because he's gonna send me more stuff. He sent me a picture of a mini Arius and an Arius, and he was like, "Yo, you
Oh,
want to
nice.
check these out?" And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
"Yeah." So he
yeah.
sent me this too. This is the Triaxis Midnight,
Okay.
and
I've never seen that one.
bro,
Whoa.
look
Wow.
at the
I've
scales
never
on
seen that.
this.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So this
Man.
guy, I told him, I was like, "Yo, are you
Yo,
rich, bro?" And he goes, "Nah, I live in Staten Island. I just don't have savings. I have a family. I don't have savings."
are you rich, bro?
Yeah, but he's a New York guy again, and we
Yeah.
bonded over that. Like we grew up the same way. We like there was one thing I did. I saw it as a trend on TikTok. I post a lot on TikTok. You know that there was this
Yeah.
trend on TikTok, and for one of my giveaways, I said complete the lyrics right to this song, and I was giving away a flashlight from Wubin. Right, shout out to Wubin, he
Okay.
sponsored me. And I said Sim Sima, right? And then they knew who it was, yo. The guy was like, "Who got the keys to my Beamer?" Then I knew who was from New York City. They're like, "Who am I?" You know what I mean? And like he was one of those guys. And I think from that point on, I got close with a lot of the New York City guys because we heard that song so many times growing up here. I'm sure some people in the chat are like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, dude, I feel like I know those lyrics, but
Yeah,
I can't put like the sound to it. But that's really funny that you actually, connected in that way and were able to do
yeah,
that. That's cool. Um, let me think about this. Oh, now I would have asked you. I always ask, what you can. That's like the question you got to ask if you're doing, a podcast. You're doing live. You got to say, what are you carrying? But you're carrying the J cape, obviously.
no, I'm
Right?
carrying this today.
Oh, you're carrying something
Because the
else.
J
Okay.
cape doesn't match the fit, dog. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
Gotta
gotta
match the fit, bro.
you
You know what
have
I
to
mean?
drip. Yeah, you
Bro,
gotta have the drip.
you gotta get dripped out. You gotta get the thighs. You know what I mean?
Why are you so in shape? Why are you so in shape? I thought you said you were slacking in the gym, man.
I put on a little bit of belly fat because I was bulking, and I'm cutting now. But
Yeah, you look
dude,
you
you're
look
the
pretty good for
inspiration, bro. You're
bulking.
the most jacked EDC YouTuber, I think. I think
Uh,
so.
I don't know
But yeah,
about that.
this is what I'm carrying right here. This is the Bad Habits MFG Mofo. If you know SDK knives, SD
Dang, that's
knives,
sweet.
this is their production company, and it's got a really cool like Tonto on it. It's like
Yeah,
a
it does have a nice.
Sponto almost, you
It
know?
looks like it's fairly long. Is it like 7 3/4 or is it 8 inches?
Wait, overall,
Yeah.
dude, I don't know. Let me look. I don't know, bro.
That was so in the moment. I had to
Yeah.
stop and I was like, "Oh my God, I just realized what he was
Um,
doing."
yeah, the guy is a Jersey guy. Steve is a Jersey guy, so we bonded over that as well. He gave me a call, and I was like, "Oh, we sound like each other," you know what I mean? But yeah, I
That's
like this
cool,
a
man.
lot, man. I dig
That's
it.
awesome.
That's
It
Yep,
it looks nice. I like it. I like the look of it.
yep.
Hey,
What
while
about
we have
you?
the population fairly high in here, I plugged this channel once, but now that there's
Yep.
600 of you in here, first of all, 600 of you, and only 204 people like the live stream. What's going on here? Second of all, um, there's 600 of you, so I fully expect his sub count to go up by at least 600 tomorrow. And that doesn't,
Oh
you
man,
people
thank you
watching
so
this in the
much.
future, the people watching this in the future, same thing. I promise you. Listen, it's not a false plug. I have people on with me that I like and that I like their content and that I have he and I have been friends for how many years now? God, I don't even know. Like
It's a
it's
long
worth
time.
a long time. It's worth going and subbing, and I have conveniently listed it right down in the description. You can click more if you're on mobile or if you're on desktop. I'm sure you can figure it out. It's why have it like the second link. I have the most important link, which is my own giveaway, because come on, I'm still a little bit selfish. But also, his channel is linked right there. I'm realizing now that my description is absolutely
I'm gonna look at it.
effed. Look at this. I copied and pasted a template, and it looks terrible. Can you see it?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh
Oh
man, that's
no!
so funny.
But you can see his link there. I'll
Yeah.
fix this. Sorry. I made a template for tonight to make it convenient. Obviously, I messed it up. But please subscribe. Please subscribe to him. His channel is awesome. You guys will really
And you
enjoy
know
it.
what, guys? Like, if you want to hit me up on Instagram too, Everyday City Carry. Like, let's say a New York guy, you just want to like talk to another New York EDC guy, you could hit me up there. And I'm on TikTok too. I'm big on the TikTok, dude. I pretend to be
Big
Gen
on the.
Z.
He
I
is.
am, but over there I'm not Everyday City Carry. I'm the real EDCC because I got banned. I got banned one time.
Oh, what? Hey, what's your follower count on TikTok?
I think I'm like almost at 95K. I think.
That's awesome. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what's your TikTok again? Say it again.
It's the real EDCC, like real life, the real
The
EDCC. So
real
instead of Everyday City
EDCC.
Carry, the real
All right.
EDCC.
Follow over there as well. That's cool. Let's see here. God, dude, every time we talk, I just feel like I have to cram so much in because it's literally almost been 40 minutes. And like every time you and I talk, time just goes like this. We're
Well,
gonna
well,
be a
you'll do
mess
my
in
show.
person, man.
You'll do my show, so we'll continue the conversation there.
I will, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me think here. Hold on. Let me use my magic, my MC powers to come up with a really unique question that's definitely never asked on any other live stream or podcast. Okay. Do you obviously you have tons of knives, right?
What's that?
Yeah. You got tons of knives for sure.
I do.
Like
Yeah,
there's got to
yeah.
be knives there. Okay. What is the brand that you carry that you maybe it's intentional, maybe it's not, but what brand do you own the most of?
Kaiser.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Because they
like them
literally
or is
like
it
hit
because
me up.
it's because they send you a lot of stuff?
Yeah, they hit me up every month and they're like, "Yo, here's our whole line." Like,
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
have a
they
good
do that.
relationship with them because do you remember when they did that Serape series?
Yes.
So
The
what
Mexican
happened
blanket
was
series.
when I posted those on TikTok, they just got on TikTok at that time. And those videos did millions of views, right?
Oh
And then they
wow.
hit me up and they were like, "Oh, we didn't know you were doing such good work on TikTok." So from that point on, they just send me like, even though my channel is like pretty small, they just send me everything because they know like on
That's
TikTok
really
it'll
cool.
probably blow up.
But you know what? Here's what's cool. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, you just give free." Here's the thing. From our perspective, we like to work with people who will let us create what we like to create.
Oh,
And
they don't
Kaiser
give
is
you
one of
any
those.
notes. They say make
Nope.
whatever you
They
want.
just say, "Here you go. If you hate it, then say that you hate it. And if you love it,
Mm-hmm.
then say that you love it." And that's what we want to see because we don't
Yeah.
want to deliver false content to you guys. If we don't like
Mm-hmm.
something, we want to be able to say it. That's the part of doing what we do that we love is being able to control our actual feelings and thoughts and not being controlled by some company. And Kaiser is great. They're like we.
Yeah.
They go, here's our stuff, whatever, if you and I've been really mean to some of them, like I've been terrible. And they're just like, okay, would you like to check out something else? Like that's lit. They never say anything, and
Damn.
that's like how they are. And I'm okay with that. That's what people want. And any company that tells you if they try to control, they're like, now listen, we don't want you saying anything about it. That's red flag city, and you just don't want to deal with anybody like that. Like
Yeah.
it's you don't want to mess with that.
Definitely
And
not, man.
well, okay. So if it wasn't for Kaiser sending you a lot of stuff, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the honesty. If it wasn't for that, what company would you collect the most of? If it wasn't, like who do you think you'd collect?
Does it have to be a big brand or like does it
Nope.
have to be a? So I really
Whatever you
like
like.
Null Knives' stuff a lot, bro. Like
Yeah.
I really like the guy too. He's an Asian dude from the Bronx, and he has this other guy with him that's like pretty jacked. He's like another jacked Asian. So like I bonded with him over that. You
Oh,
know
you
what I
see
mean?
you fine.
Yeah, and I just love everything that he's made, man. I think my least favorite is probably the Grace, the Null Knives Grace.
Okay.
But the Voodoo is fantastic. The
Nasty.
Raiden is
Yeah.
fantastic. I own a Raiden. The Raiko, which is the new one, is fantastic. I just like what he's doing a lot. Those small
Yep.
batch guys are awesome, dude. Null
They
Knives,
really are.
Vero, EMP EDC. You got like all these flavors to pick from.
They're all passion
I really like the
projects.
small batch guys right now.
Yeah. All of their incentive is I just want to create this because I love it. And
Yeah.
that's all the best stuff comes out of there. So yeah, that's cool. Well, hey man, I hate to cut you short. I can't believe that 40 minutes has gone by. This is just insane. Guys, so this obviously it's not the last time you're gonna see Ray here, and I'll be over on his channel for sure. And I expect you. I want to see all. Do you have more Dragon Ball Z shirts? Because I'm a huge fan for sure.
I bought a lot of shirts from Comic Con. I don't know. I
Okay.
think this is the only Dragon Ball one I have.
Dude, listen,
Yeah.
I kind of want to order Dragon Ball Z shirts just to wear
Yeah.
when you and I are doing
Do
this
it.
together.
Yeah.
Because listen, like you're like where you specifically fit in this niche and like what your other hobbies, I don't think people realize how many people out there like all of the same stuff as you specifically. That's a
It's
really like that's a really specific thing, but there are a ton of people that like all of that stuff, whether my
yeah.
audience realizes it or not. I bring up Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and anime and stuff like that every now and then, and
Yeah.
I'm always shocked to see how many people in here are on board with that. Like it's one of those things.
It's
So
getting big. Anime is getting real huge. That's what it is,
huge,
man. It's huge, bro.
huge, way bigger than it's ever
Huge.
been. And knives are coming up with it for some reason. you know,
I know, right?
yeah, it's weird.
You had Sean Ashmore on. That's crazy. That's
That's
Iceman, dog. That's
I still
crazy.
don't. I still that was like a fever dream. That was like a fever dream. And he was so nice and he was so easy to talk to. And I went back and I watched it back, and it's mostly Sean going like this, and I'm talking about God knows what. Like I'm just like, what are you doing? Shut up. Let him talk, It's so bad. Oh
He
my
was all
God.
he's awesome, man. I'll
Yeah,
support
he's
that
super
guy,
cool.
like no matter what, just because
Yeah.
it's a good message, his brand and everything.
It's very good. Peace neighbor for sure.
Yep.
Well, bud, thank you. It's so weird. Why did I call you that? It's so dumb. Um,
Listen, Kelly is laughing in the corner right now. She's laughing
well,
so
bud,
hard.
it's time to be hitting the old
Well,
dusty
bud,
trail. Holy
we'll
shit.
see each other again when you come back from college.
Yeah.
I'm like your adopted Asian son, like
Oh my God.
in
I'm
Kansas.
so bad. So bad. Oh my God. I'm telling you, we're gonna be a mess if we ever meet in
Yeah.
person. That's just gonna be a huge mess. Tell Kelly I apologize for calling you bud. It was so bad.
It's so funny.
Oh my God. Okay. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I sincerely appreciate you hanging out and talking knives with me tonight. That was really fun. So,
Thanks for having me, man. I'll hit you up on Instagram, all right? And everybody give me a follow, and thank you so much for having me.
yep, for sure, man. We'll see you.
All right, see you, bro.
Bye. Such a great guy. I love all of the guests that have been on this channel, but he and I click really well, and he's just funny, man. He just gets me. He gets me, right? Fantastic guest. That's not the last name. And another person alongside Tri-State. I've said this many times. It won't surprise me if I wake up tomorrow morning and see that he has 500,000 or a million subscribers. That's the type of person he is. I'm just saying this so that when it happens, you guys can go, I was on that live stream of Metal Complex said Tri-State would pass him. Ray would pass him. I mean it. I expect that to happen, and I'm rooting for those guys because I think they make excellent content. There's a lot of content creators out there I think deserve it, but these two, specifically are just amazing. So really fun to hang out with him. Let's oh yeah, here, let me switch the camera around and then we can talk more about the next guest because I honestly have no idea who it's gonna be. All right. So we have to go vertical. I'm sorry. We have to. We don't have a choice here. So I'm gonna try and get as much of this in here as I can and get the camera straightened out because it's all goofy. But yeah, hey, we got 45 minutes left. So we got lots to show off here, lots to talk about. And we have the mystery pouches to bring back here. So you guys are gonna have an opportunity, of course, to win an awesome knife. So how do you enter? Well, we're still doing this manually, so I'll just put the cards up here amidst the knives. Step one, there's a link in the description. I found from doing this a couple of times when the screen orientation is vertical, those of you on mobile, you need to click more. And more will allow you access to the rest of the description, which is a little jumbled right now, but you should be able to find it. I don't know why it's so jumbled. I wonder if I can... I don't know why this would be so jumbled like this, but okay. Let me try and space some of these links out so that we can actually, see what the heck is going on here. Give me a sec. We're going to turn some music on here too. I'm going to space a few of these links out just so it makes it a little bit easier. I don't know if it's the same way with everybody. But for me, when I looked at it, it looked absolutely terrible. So let's try that. And I'm going to refresh my own live stream here. Not you guys, but just me where I'm looking. And then we're going to take a look at it. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of new stuff on the table, and we'll talk about it. Especially, you know, we'll get to that. We'll get to that secret little red thing here in a second. We got 45 minutes left here. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Did it space it out? It absolutely did. Good deal. Spaced everything out. There you go. So now you can find my Patreon, which is where we do the secret knife sales and the secret exclusive content. And the once a week Patreon exclusive giveaway. So if you want to become a patron and get on that, I've got tiers as low as $1 a month for people to gain access to every single part of my Patreon. It literally doesn't matter how much you donate. You can donate as little as $1 a month and you'll gain access to everything. And then you can also check out the memberships if you want to be a Knight of the Round. Thank you very much, Shay5969, for gifting the 5 memberships. I appreciate that. Let me turn on some tunes here. Turn on some tunes. Got to turn on. We can't be muted. There we go. Oh, we got to turn off my live stream audio. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? There we go. Probably need to tone that down just a bit because it's a little bit intense. Okay. Scooch things up here a bit, get situated, and get ready for part 2, the after party. All right. Hang tight, folks. Brief intermission, and I'll be right back. All right. How is everybody doing now that I can actually look at chat? Thank you for rating my break. I don't eat any carbohydrates past a certain time on Friday afternoons, and the reason is because I know that I'm going to have beer during the live stream, and so of course there's nothing in my stomach. So if I drink anything, it's just like you got to do what you got to do. All right. So obviously, if you didn't know, I am giving away 2 mystery knives tonight, and later on in the live stream, this is live participation required, by the way. So later on in the live stream, I'm going to pull out. I've got 8 pouches left. There are some really nice knives, and they're mixed in with some other pretty good stuff. But I'll pull them out. They all look identical, and the winners, anybody's name that I draw, you'll get to choose from the pouches. Whatever's in the pouch, you'll get to keep. But you need to be here and able to communicate in chat for that to work. So don't go anywhere is what I'm saying. Hey, everybody loves a good mystery. You guys are going to see it. It's upcoming. But I finally got my hands on a Glycon, the exact version that I wanted, which is stonewashed. Plain. I know they have shadow versions coming out, but this is the one that I wanted because I have enough shadow stuff right now. Titanium, stonewashed, non-serrated. Perfect. Absolutely perfection. This is probably, I think this is my favorite Microtech OTF. It is just so unbelievably cool. And the fact that it's full size plus, I think it's almost 9 inches. Such an excellent knife. I can't turn my phone to landscape. Once you dedicate to a guest, it has to be vertical. You can only go back to landscape when you restart the live stream. So that's what we have to do. I know everybody thinks that I'm doing it on accident. No, it's YouTube forces you into this position once you have a guest and they exit. Okay. I know you guys love Ray, even though I call him Rye, and Ray will come back for sure. Really do go subscribe. That's not like a jokey whole. I only have people on that I like. I only have people on that I get along with, and that I think their content is really cool, and of course that I've developed a relationship with. So, I believe in what Rye's doing on his channel, and I intend to see him grow. With or without my help. He doesn't need my help to grow. The vast majority of his sub bases come from his own work, so it's worth your time to check out his channel, and he's a really cool guy. But who do you guys want me to have on next? I mean, next week we're going to take a break. I'm going to kind of alternate. So it's just going to be me next week, just boring old me. I would actually like to check out the Colossus. Can you, Son of Blade Centered, can you either email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram? I actually would like to check that out. But who do you guys want to see next? Bees? Love them knives. Nick, I'm sure. Well, Nick, I'm sure would do it, but I mean, he's super busy. I don't want to make him feel obligated. I would like to talk with Pete. I think that would be really fun. I'll get Neves on here again, but he just went. Melissa Backwoods, I just talked with her the other day. I don't know, maybe she would. Brian Nadeau, that would be interesting. Shabazz. Yeah, you guys got a lot, man. There's a bunch. Like, you guys are all torn between different people. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll kind of figure out who's available, and I'll do a poll. Stasa, Birdshot, Zach stuff. Zach stuff would be cool. Yeah. Tony Marfione. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm probably not gonna be able to get Tony Marfione. My mom would totally do a live stream with me. You guys want me to do a live stream with my mom? She's probably watching right now. I couldn't imagine what a live stream with my mom would be like. Jake Paul. It would go exactly the way you guys would think. Because my mom loves to watch my content, Everybody thinks it's like an obligatory thing. I think moms just like genuinely enjoy pretty much anything that their sons do, Not that I don't believe her. I believe, because like she tells me, she's like, I was watching your review, and at the 21-minute and 27-second mark, you said the funniest thing, and I'm like, damn, you're watching my reviews for 20 minutes. Nobody watches my reviews for 20 minutes. It's just me and like 5 people. But I love that. I love that she does. It's so flattering. Yeah, I'll work on Taylor Swift. I'll work on that. You want to hear my mom's side of the basement story? Oh my God. I haven't even heard. She won't tell me that her side of it. She won't tell me her perspective. All right, I get it. You want Beard of Doom or Taylor Swift? Those are the top 2. I got it. I'll see whoever's the most available. We'll do a poll. At some point. Go Bills! Get out of here. All right. Let's talk about knives. Hey, speaking of Brian Nadeau, look what arrived in the mail today, courtesy of Brian Nadeau. Oh boy. This was the most glorious surprise I ever could have hoped for. This is mine now. This belongs to me. and I am a very happy person right now. I'm very tempted to actually put this in my pocket and carry it. But look at that! Look at that pattern. How unbelievably gorgeous is that, right? So cool. I like knives that are neat and different too. You know what he just said right there is probably the truest statement. Sorry, I missed so many of your super chats and stuff. I'm so sorry. Email sent, dude. I met Tony Maffiano at Blade West. He's the coolest guy. He gifted my dad a SoCom Elite for his birthday. Oh wow, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. That's cool that he was really nice. You know. I'm so sorry that I missed a lot of your guys' super chats and stuff while I was chatting with Rye. It's just hard to keep track of everything. I think gifting blades is one of the greatest joys you can get out of this hobby. You know, I've said that many times. I don't want to dip into that anymore. You know, I've already talked to Zach in the Wild would be great for sure. How's the Leatherman Arc? Okay, let's talk about this. The Leatherman Arc is very cool. This is this is absolutely 100% a multi-tool for knife nuts. That's what this is. This is you know, for you know, freaking knife crazy enthusiasts who want the best of the best, because this is like the nicest Leatherman that I can remember. And if you don't know, this has a MagnaCut blade. MagnaCut. It's also, everything is magnetic. Like, it's got locks, but all of the detent stuff and like this part right here, listen to this. That's all magnetic. Very cool. It's got 21 tools. I got 2 gripes. Nah, not really. Yeah, I do, because I just did it. Number 1, sometimes I pinch myself right here. That's more user error than anything. But number 2, this is my biggest gripe with the entire tool. And I might be stupid, and maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. I want to be able to access this, the bit driver, by itself. I can't. I can't get at it. The only way that I can think of to get at it is to literally pull up not just the blade, but the secondary tool and then the bit driver, because it doesn't have the little hook on top like it does on the, I think it's the Surge and the Wave. And that's cool that it got it, and it came with a bunch of bits. But geez, like the thing that I use the most of everything else outside of the blade is the bit driver. And I want to be able to access, I can't get it. I like this. It's super high quality. I love this thing. You got to push at the joint. Lucy, I knew there was something. Push at the joint. Oh my God! Lucifer! Thank you. I knew. I was like, dude, I said in the video, I was like, there's got to be a way. You're talking. I just did it. Oh my God. For the love of all things that are good. How? How does this work? Okay, it's right there. All right, I got it. Piece of stupid me. All right, fine. Fine, it's great. But does it outclass the legendary Wave? Well, no. I mean, the cost. The cost there. I mean, here's why. Why does this cost so much money? Because MagnaCut? No. That's what all the idiotic people on Instagram are going to say. The people who can't think with more than one brain cell. The reason it costs so much more is because so many more elements of this knife are actually made in the United States, which is not the case with all the other Leathermans. That's why. It's not because greed and hooded figures, you know, over an oaken table in a thunderstorm are like, you know, touching their fingers together, you know, trying to figure out how to, you know, suck you dry of income. No, it's because more of this is made in the United States, and it has a MagnaCut blade. But it's definitely for people who want the best of the best, like the most premium of the most premium. They want all the goods, and they want the fanciest stuff. They're not necessarily concerned with dollar for dollar utility. So, does it beat out the Wave? Dollar for dollar, no. But is it cool? Yeah, especially now that Lucifer saved me there from an enormous amount of embarrassment on the review. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The magnetic stuff is really cool. Middle top green knife. So this is I forget, it's essentially a mini pyrite, but they actually call it something different. Pretty cool. I love this track every time it plays. It's so cool. So good. Yeah, pretty sweet. Mika, thank you. Kermit the Pog. Work sucked. Knives make me happy. Let's all raise our swords for Mike. I don't know that I've heard a truer statement. This is the time. Most of you are not working. Most of you are unwinding from a likely stressful work week, and knives are awesome. So please raise your swords to that statement. It is a very good statement. I love my work, but I'm not going to pretend that parts of it don't suck. Look at that. Back up. If you're wondering what all those, what a convenient time to plug my memberships. If you're wondering what all those unique sword emojis are, those are people who have joined Knights of the Round. They also have their own unique Knight helmet there. If you want to join Knights of the Round and support the channel, you'll also gain access to those Excalibur emojis and your own Knight helmet badge, which will rank up in color over time. You can open the description of this very live stream and find the link that says become a member and join. You can also separately, if you want to, join Patreon, which is separate. Patreon is where I sell my knives at a massive discount periodically. It's also where I do once a month private giveaways, and I also do once a week exclusive content. So if you want to join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you can find the link for Patreon down in the description. We have a pretty good time over there. I do some pretty cool stuff over there. So join the community. There's also Patreon chat, which is almost like its own private little Discord. And they're all pretty active. So join in if you want. Or if not, you can continue to enjoy my content for free right here. Because I'll always do this, and I'll always give knives away for free right here on the channel. You want to see the amphibian? That's from Lucifer down in the comments. Yeah. This is, to date, the only recurve knife that I have ever enjoyed. It's the only one. This thing is extremely cool. And the fluted G10 is... This is off the charts, man. Microtech is killing it with these Ramlock knives. Titanium pocket clip. I assume a titanium backspacer. I'm honestly not sure. But my God, the action is just so good. And this thing is big, too. Really nice. I do have an Umnumzan. I have an Umnumzan that is laser engraved from your 100,000 friends. It was gifted to me by Scott and a bunch of other people who helped pay for it and had it laser engraved. I'll get it out for you. Hold on. I kept saying I wanted one, and it just got so hard to get. I used to have one that I EDC'd, and I sold it before the channel, started up. Hold on. I'm looking through an 80 slot case here, and I forget exactly where I put it. There it is. Metal Complex logo from your 100,000 friends. Oh, man. Pretty sweet. If you're wondering, all of the premium knives that I put in those pouches are still there. They were not drawn for the first 2 pouches. So you'll have 2 chances to win tonight. There'll be 2 pouches drawn for, and you could very easily win something very premium. And by premium, I mean worth over $200. What's on the left of the teeny weeny? That's a Demco and Cold Steel 8010 with Original Goat scales. These are titanium scales offered by Original Goat, and they absolutely changed the entire knife. These you can check out Original Goat actually down in the description as well. I have a coupon, 15% off if you use my code at Original Goat. Those are made in the United States, by the way, and absolutely the best of the best when it comes to aftermarket premium scales. They do aluminum too if you don't want to buy titanium. Excuse me. Did I see the new ZT knife in MagnaCut? Yes. I can't talk any more about that. We'll get to that. Oh, do you guys want to see the cool thing in the red sleeve here? Boy. Oh boy. Look at that. Woo, baby. That's custom, all custom work. I thought that this was a special production variant. No, that was done custom. This is owned by Lou, who's down in the comments. Lucifer. Call him Lou. That devil sends me a lot of tempting stuff. I'll tell you what. I'm going to wrap that boy back up. Just going to let you know, Lou. This kind of treat some of your stuff like Scott's. You know, not that I spaced this stuff out so it's not bumping together. But that one's going to stay wrapped up. I don't want that boy bumping around. Hey, Paul, you got just as much chance as everybody else in here. Remember that. It's absolutely equal. I mean, I know people create multiple YouTube accounts to add comments or whatever, but everybody can do that. So it is. It's Safe Queen. So you got to treat it like a Safe Queen for sure. That'll go right back in the pouch after the live stream and back into the secret place. The secret place is a gigantic safe. You do need a Glycon. They're expensive, but holy moly, it's definitely the most impressive production OTF outside of the titanium deadlock is the most impressive OTF, and that's a custom though. So, but the Glycon is very cool. MC, will you please fix the video? So I'll say this again. I'm unable to change the orientation. Once I have dedicated the orientation, which is required, vertical is required when I have a guest. Once the guest leaves, you cannot change the orientation of the video unless you stop the live stream and then recreate another one, which is something I'm not going to do. So I get it. You guys want me to go horizontal. I can't do that because I had a guest. This is just how it's got to be. I'll get StreamYard. Yeah, you got to have a big fireproof, everything proof safe. Light bomb blast proof safe. People always joke like, imagine he gets robbed. Good luck. I obviously have to take precautions. That would be a waste of time for anybody. It wouldn't be a good decision for anybody. Let's put it that way. I'm reading comments here. You got a knife I might like to see? DM me on Instagram, please. Oh, B says hello. Say hello to Bees, and make sure you guys go to his live stream after you're done with mine. JKP says he's happy to see a live show for the first time. Hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. Oh, he would? Yeah, I would do a live with bees. That'd be great. All right. Maybe I'll just try and line that up. I mean, he goes Friday anyway. Maybe he'd take a Friday off to come over here. That'd be fun. What's bees at for? I'm just curious. I want to see where he's at. I don't generally look at people's sub counts unless I think to, but I kind of want to see. He's at 37. I thought bees was at like, I just assumed he had like 250,000 subs. Obviously, the guy deserves it. That's another channel that won't surprise me if they just pass me overnight. It's not, that's the nice thing about content creators in the knife world. We don't really care. It's just more about the knives, Yeah, obviously, Bees deserves to have way more subs than that. He will. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's found his groove. He'll do that. Your sub count also doesn't necessarily mean anything. I think your overall contribution to the knife community is what's more important than how many subscribers you have. A lot of times your subscriber count can reflect maybe that, but like in my case, my sub count is a little overinflated because a lot of it came from YouTube Shorts. And a lot of the people who subscribe to me from YouTube Shorts don't watch my content. I know that there are people who are in here right now who found me through YouTube Shorts, and that's great. But that's, YouTube is kind of blocked off long form and short form content. Please live with Cedric and Ada. I'll ask him. It's hard because Pete's got another job outside of his channel, and he's on the other side of the world. So, if we could make that work, that'd be great. Tex Merck says, I've got one sub, no idea why. I've never posted anything. One guy was like, I like what this guy's doing. Hold on. I'm going to sub to Tex Merck right now. I'm going to sub to you. I just subbed to Tex Merck. I'm just gonna let you know I did. I think everybody should sub to Tex Merck right now. Go sub to Tex Merck. He has no content whatsoever. Please go sub to him. Oh, I want to watch this guy's live sub count. Oh, no, he's got 2. But listen, I want to see Tex Merck. Hold on, can we link it? How do I link it? Hold on, I'll link it in chat. Can I do that? There you go. Did it go? There you go. Click that link. This guy's got great content. Epic content. Tex Merck now has 58 subscribers. Hold on. Let me post it again just in case you guys missed it. There you go. Tex, you got to now. Listen, you got to post something now, man. D Sharon Design. Welcome to Knights Around. Knights Razor Swords for D Sharon Design. Oh, that's funny. Tex, you got a lot. You got a lot of subs now. Oh, you got 112 subscribers. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's my favorite. Sorry, I just think this is funny. I'm going to post it one more time. Oh, man. Turn on the notifications. That's great. You gotta you just upload something, be like, hi, I'm really confused. I don't understand why you would do this. I'm your sub, and I will never unsub from you. You have my word. Until the death of YouTube, I will be a subscriber to Tex Merc. Man, now we're like creating an obligation for this guy. This poor guy is like trying to watch the live stream, and he's like, "Oh my god, the guy linked my YouTube channel. I don't even know what." I should have asked your permission. I'm sorry. I hope you think that's funny. I was just trying to be funny. let's not let's not hold this guy to anything. I just thought that would be funny. Do not unsub from Tex Merc. Okay? I'm holding y'all to this. Don't unsub. He's not gonna fill up your recommended feed or anything like that. You just know this is a bonding thing. Okay? If you were part of this live stream, you know. All hail Tex Merc. All right? If you know, you know. We'll just leave it at that. Congrats on passing 100 subs. Yeah, now everybody's like, now you have to do 7 videos a week. We demand. No, don't do that. Don't. All right, I'm gonna post it one more time. Just for those of you who are like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, go ahead and do it. It's right there. Look, there's the link. I just posted it again. Just sub to it. All right. Okay, I'm done. I'm done because now it's getting ridiculous. I'm gonna check it now and see where he's at. He's at 160 subs. Fantastic. Lucifer's Blade is my channel. Oh yeah, actually, that's a good idea. You should all be. I'm gonna do one more because at some point Lucifer is actually going to be on my Whoops! Did it not? Did it want to? Hold on. Why is it not finding it? Oh, it's all one word. Okay, hold on. There he is. Okay, real quick, you guys do me a favor here too, and this is a real one because Lucifer will eventually be a guest on this channel. Go ahead and subscribe to Lucifer's Blade as well while you're at it. Whoops, I'm sorry, I already did it. Just one of those 2 links. Click it. Lucifer will actually be a guest on this channel, and he's the gentleman behind a lot of the knives that I'm showing you. Right, that's the gentleman behind this one here, the super shiny CKF. So give him a sub. He's got content there. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna have text here too. Good. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to Lucifer. Oh man, listen, people saying they're already broke. You're done. If you're subscribed to me, you're already done. You might as well subscribe to all of us. You might as well. Nobody who collects knives only subscribes to one knife channel. No one. You guys have 10 knife channels that you watch. I guarantee it. We got to draw. It's time. Give me a sec here. Ah, dang it. Give me a sec. I got to run upstairs real quick. Hold on. All right. Sorry, said check on the babies. About to have 3. I got 2 right now. About to have 3. Listen, if you haven't entered yet, here's how to enter. Step 1. There's a link in the description. The link says enter here. All you need to do is click on that link. It'll take you to a video that goes over the instructions. Don't worry, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to join anything. The video goes over the rules. Leave a comment under that video. Keep it PG, and you're entered. You got about, I don't know, 30 seconds to do that. Do that quickly. Now, this has been a fun live stream. It's been a really fun live stream. We got text to close to 200 subs. All right. I always wanted 3 kids because I have a brother and a sister. If you guys didn't know, a lot of you maybe have seen. If you dig back far enough in my Instagram, there's a picture of me and my brother and my sister all flexing. A lot of you know what I look like. If you didn't know, that there's a little bit of genetics there. My brother and sister also are very similar in build. So if you dig back far enough on my Instagram, you can find that picture. My brother's a little bit smaller than me, but still over 200 pounds. My sister obviously is smaller, but I think she was pretty lean at like 150 and very jacked. 258 for Tex. That's hilarious. Oh man. Hang on here. Hang on. It's going to take me a sec because the kids were watching Bluey. So I have to get back into the website. All right, we're at the YouTube comment picker. Let's just pull up the live stream real quick. Logi man. All right, here we go. Here's the website. We're going to refresh the page for everybody to see. There we go. Go on here. Paste. Here's the link right there. You guys can check it if you want. Pause the video if you want to make sure. Filter duplicate users. Whoops. I hit get YouTube comments. Sorry, that wasn't in frame. Just whoops. We got 1,069 comments. Here we go. We got to go kind of quick. So the first winner, the first person who gets to pick a pouch is Rhett Kaiser. There he is, right there. Rhett Kaiser says, I finally did it. He did. Blue R in chat is what we're looking for. Blue R. Where you at? Where you at, Rhett? There he is. He's here. He's here. Rhett. You get to choose, friend. 1 is at the bottom. 8 is at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one do you want? Rhett Kaiser, which do you want? Say it again. I didn't see it. Sorry. My son said 4. Okay. Rhett Kaiser's son. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we have? Oh, you got the. This is actually a really expensive pen. This is the one thing that's not a knife. So this is you got the sparkle helmet too, but this is a monstrous titanium bolt action pen from Midgard's Messer. This could easily annihilate a small army of people, probably 100, maybe more. But it's a bolt action pen that's been anodized blue to purple from Midgard's Messer. It's not a knife, but I thought it was seriously ridiculously cool, and the action on it is super fun. It has a glass breaker slash attitude adjuster on there. So yeah, I have one, just the plain Jane one, and I use it. And you know what? It's actually pretty comfortable to write with because look how they do this. It's ergonomic, right? There you go. Pretty sweet. I don't know what refillables it takes for. That's not a sentence. I don't know what refillables it takes, but I thought it was pretty cool. So all you need to do to claim that is email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Don't forget the 87. And yeah, just email me your name, your shipping information, and the exact item that you won, and I'll get that shipped out probably Thursday or Friday, the latest. Don't fret if I don't email you back right away. In fact, don't fret if it takes me a whole week to email you back. That's normal. I just do all my shipping on the same day. So you'll get tracking and everything like that. Everybody who has ever won something on this channel has received it. So yeah, let me put this back in its little sleeve here because I don't want it to be, I'm trying to put it back in plastic because I don't want it to have any scratches on. I want you to put the scratches on. Why? That clip is so intense. Okay. Well, it'll be ready to go for you. And the sticker. Okay. Move those off to the side. I thought that would be fun. They sent me an extra one, and I thought it would be cool to give that one away. All right. Pick another winner. Here we go. The next winner is, it's not a raffle, by the way. It's just the dialogue chosen by the website. Joseph S. He says, hey, MC, good luck, everyone. Joseph S. is the winner. That's a big green J. Where's he at? Come on, Joseph. Don't tell me you left. Hold on, not confirmed yet. Not confirmed. Oh, he is here. There he is. Yeah, he says here. There he is. All right. Joseph S. There he is. Chat lights up. That's how I know. Chat's so good, man. Everybody automatically identifies. They don't try to hide him. I love that. Joseph. It's time for you to choose, friend. Choose your fate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. I'm looking at chat now, so go. If you've already typed it, type it again. I don't even know. I've mixed those things up so many times, I have no idea what's in them now. He's thinking. Let him think. Let him think. Hold on. Slow down, guys. I can't see him. There he is. Joseph S. said 3. 1, 2, 3. This is yours. What do we have? Oh, he got another cool one. So this, I forget the name of this, but this is the magnetic fixed axe from Midgard's Messer, and this is the titanium variant. So look at this. This is pretty cool. It's the EDC. God dang it, I forget the name of this. You can find it on Tools for Gents, but it's a fixed, like hatchet little axe thing with titanium scales, and it's got a titanium shell with magnets, and then it has the little lock off right there. And it also has a pocket clip so that you can attach it to your pocket if you want to. I think these are actually really expensive. I don't know what exactly how much these are, but I think they're actually super expensive. So that's yours for free, right? You don't have to pay for it. And you also got a magnet for your refrigerator, the shadow helmet for your fridge. So there you go. Tuck that away. All you have to do is email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name, your shipping information, the exact item that you want. And again, don't worry if it takes me a week to email you back. I promise you'll get your tracking information. I'll ship that off probably Thursday or Friday of next week, as I did the previous winners for last week's giveaway. Okay, we're down to 6, and there's definitely still some really nice stuff in there. Definitely some really premium stuff in there too. So yeah. I'm going to sit here for just a sec and hang out with people. We can talk about this. The Artisan Cutlery Satyr. Look at this. This is textured, by the way. That is sand polished S90V. Guys, Artisan Cutlery created an incredible EDC knife. The Satyr, this is $200. Titanium, milled, textured titanium. Look at that polish. S90V, milled clip, milled backspacer. Beautiful action. Artisan Cutlery I titled the unboxing this way. They are not screwing around anymore. This is not a joke. This is an incredibly nice knife. You can actually buy this off their website. Gorgeous. Prices are rising for a lot of companies, but with Artisan Cutlery, they're keeping their stuff in check. And they're making some of the nicest stuff in the market at that price tier. Bearings. It's on bearings. How's the knife coming along? We're just a couple days out from me getting the prototype. Very soon. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys will see that in a pouch one day. Who knows? I got lots of stuff here. So I took inventory of this room. And, you know, a lot of it gets brought back out from the safe. But this room contains 442 knives. There are 442 knives in this. Oh, my God. Unreal, man. Unreal. Again, I'm going to shamelessly plug my Instagram. If you guys don't know, that's where I sell a lot of stuff that I get for free. Obviously, I give a lot of stuff away for free, but some of the stuff that I get, I sell. And that's a lot of times how I fund my content. That's how I fund acquisitions. But when I sell stuff, I do a dramatic price drop. So usually I'll cut the price in half or at least by 30%, and I'll sell it directly on my Patreon. These are brand new items directly from the manufacturer. You can join my Patreon for as low as $1 a month, but not only the knife sales, you'll also gain access to once a month exclusive giveaways where the odds are much better, obviously. I give away cool stuff there. I gave away a $230 giant mouse the other day. But I also do once a week Patreon exclusive content where I give you some behind the scenes and... Oh my gosh, there's an ad interrupting my ad. How dare this? How dare this ad interrupt my ad? What's going on here? Something about pets? Anyways... Yeah. You'll also get Patreon exclusive content once a week where I give you behind the scenes information, stuff like that, new acquisitions, things like that. So if you want to join, you can. If not, that's fine. But the patrons definitely keep the channel flowing for sure. That's how I'm able to get a lot of stuff. I don't want to, you know, I always try to remind people. People say, do you take Patreon funds and buy knives with it? Yes, I do. I sell the things that I get for free. I don't hide that. I receive knives for free for review. I'm always honest about it. I tell you guys what I think. You guys know when I don't like something, I tell you. But I definitely take that stuff and I sell it to fund my content. And I don't want anybody to ever not know that. This channel should always operate on full transparency. So If you join Patreon, that's what you're funding. Just want to make sure that you know. But we have a good time over there. Show the shortcut. That's going to be reviewed on Monday. And there's a drop on Monday. Oh, I'm giving you guys a little bit of sneak access to that. I don't think anybody else knows unless Hawk has made that clear. There's a big drop for the Hawk shortcut on Monday. You'll get details of that when I review it, which will be before the drop on Monday. This is a fun thing. Obviously, a very niche item. This is a very expensive custom box cutter, right? But it's a Hawk box cutter. So if you're into that stuff and you want to pick one up, watch out for Monday's upload. What's my day job? YouTube. I'm a full-time YouTuber. Let me give away some memberships here real quick because you guys were nice with the donations tonight. There you go. 10 of you have received memberships from me. It'll be random in chat. You'll get a notification right beside your name in chat if you were gifted a membership. Nice. Congrats. My kid just said we have like a 1 in a million chance. 1 in 535. But at least he understands the concept of odds, right? Okay. We've gone for nearly an hour and 40 minutes tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying the extended live streams. I certainly am. This is working out better for me. Hope you guys are enjoying the guest appearances. That is always fun. That's always great. Next week, it will be just me, and I will talk with Bees and see what his schedule is like, because it seems like a lot of you would like to see me and Bees together. So we'll see how that goes. If you are done with my live stream and you want to keep the party going, I would recommend you go over and check out Bees' channel because he's likely still live. So hop on over there and tell him I said hi, and keep the party going. That's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and supporting what I do for a living, because this is my dream and you guys are making that possible. So always be happy to give back. Even if it's just 2 knives at a time, I will always give stuff away. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.